Noodle solid. But I do think Big Mac has the advantage here a little bit because Sheik, like, she does super mobile, but she does so well against characters who don't want to interact as much. Like Min, like Sheik is probably Min-Min's like worst matchup. Don't quote me on that. I've just watched enough where it's just not a good matchup for Min in general.
Oh, I
like,
believe
it's
you.
so bad.
I don't know how Min like recovers ever against Sheik. I feel like Needles would be a huge problem. I could definitely see Sheik being. I think it might have been you telling me about like kind of like the rise of Sheik kind of coming back in the meta a little bit. I'm starting to see it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's taken some time, but I think some people are just like, you know what? I'm cool with taking my time, having to take these get these stocks or whatever, because I just have the craziest frame data to just keep my opponent frustrated for so long.
As we're seeing right now, fair and a bouncing spin starting off with early pressure. Side B looks like a huge problem for Noodle. Wii Fit is so good at planking at the ledge, but that for sure is going to make him change his game plan.
Yep. All right. I like that actually. Kind of pull out the deep breathing, just see if you can get your opponent to engage a little bit here. But so far, very even game, just barely missing out on that up there.
Yeah, she could have died there. Sheik is very light, and Wii Fit Trainer has criminally underrated knockback on so many moves.
And I feel like this is actually going to be a big thing for Noodle in general. Like, that's a situation where you can get deep breathing, right, when you're off stage. But most of the time, like, on stage, you're not going to get that a whole lot because you're always at threat of Sheik being in range of trying to get you.
I like the pressure from Noodle, forcing Big Mac to burn those jumps, burn those air dodges, do everything he could because a Sun Salutation was locked, loaded, and ready in the chamber. He's got the percent lead, just hasn't been able to find the kill just yet. Big Mac got to find a way back to center because these projectiles are doing a ton of work for Noodle.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Big Mac definitely got a lot of damage on him right now, 151. Trying to close it out for themselves. I don't know if that was just good DI or just a weird angle coming out of the up air, but Noodle will extend the stock just a little bit longer.
Yeah, even with all that rage, the fresh up air wasn't enough to do it. That's kind of just the curse of Sheik. But that was an excellently placed neutral air. Got to see a wonky recovery, and no!
Wow.
A little early on the back air, loses the exchange. The Hulu for too big. Big Mac still getting it with that up B though. What is Noodle going to do in response?
Oh, we'll see right now. You're going to eat a rapid jab to get started and the needles. All right, 15%, biggest combo that Sheik has today. Oh, damn, from downtown though.
And Noodle's definitely like a very, very seasoned Wii Fit trainer because the more often you use deep breathing, of course, you have to, there's so much cooldown time on it, but using the extended time for the Star KO to get it ready for Big Mac to come back was really smart.
Yep. And not even just that, but like just sitting on that ledge there for Big Mac, or not ledge, the Angel platform, just waiting for deep breathing to run out a little bit sooner. That was actually also very good game awareness from Big Mac moving forward.
All right, here we go. Full access to the stage with these combos, using the right platform, trying to find a way to drag them all the way over. Maybe forcing Noodle off stage. Nothing too crazy yet, though. Noodle's able to find his way back. Yeah, Noodle's starting to clock those side Bs coming from Big Mac, too. He's been able to use it to make his like recovery safe, but Noodle's just putting soccer balls out before it starts.
Okay. So right there, get some needles in. Another header, though.
No punish just yet on that recovery right there. Great double parry coming out of Big Mac. And Noodle landing on the platform. That's really risky stuff. That sweet spot Sheik up smash is exactly where that PS2 platform lands. Noodle got to be extra careful in the future.
That was a risky deep breathing there, and they're kind of lucky that Big Mac wasn't able to capitalize on that a little bit better. But man, he just keeps landing on the shield with deep breathing there.
There it is.
And you see that shield slowly getting down, but Noodle, or Big Mac, not going to get caught up in that. Actually gets the up smash of their own. Which I've been waiting to see one for Noodle to come out here because that up smash is no joke. You know it's got iframes on it?
Yes, I do.
Do you know that the iframes are referenced in the what is it? The spirits mode or whatever?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when Galeem's shooting all the lasers in the cinematic, Wii Fit Trainer does the tree pose. Yeah.
He's like, maybe he'll miss a little bit.
Yeah, it's really funny, actually.
Aim higher. Like, it doesn't work. That's so funny.
Here we go, forward throw. And yeah, looking much better here. I mean, it was kind of back and forth for a little bit, but Big Mac's been able to hold on to the stock pretty well. And again, that's due to Sheik mobility.
Yeah. Big Mac's movement has been really, really good. He's kind of in Noodle's head. You can see Noodle like trying to like get these reversal down airs, reversal like side B spikes, and Big Mac is just never in position for him. He's been continuing his edge guard for a minute. It just looks really hard for Noodle to get back to center. That is not going to do it just yet, though.
I feel like that's the wrong DI, but he's living, so what do I know?
Right, I don't know the right DI. I never get to fight Sheik, really.
Whoa, that was a little bit scary there.
Nice. Nice. Even from coast to coast. At 178, that forward tilt is going to do it. We do have stocks even. He has taken a deep breath. Big Mac has to be careful not to eat a big combo at these low percents. What are we going to get out of this? No. Big Mac holding all the way out on that forward air. Good stuff. Good knowledge check right there. We think it's a lot out of that if you're not careful. Yeah,
and Wii Fit Trainer's got a couple of awkward spikes too. Obviously the down air, but the forward air also spikes as a very weird hitbox.
Yes, it is a bizarre hitbox and a hilarious kill streak every time it happens.
Oh, yeah.
Except when it happens to me, then it's not funny. Then it's not funny no more.
No, then it's really funny.
Oh, wow. Big Mac missing, trying to get like a crazy read with that F smash.
If he actually landed that back air, that was game. Noodle would have stole that one from him.
He still might. 83%. Sheik not too heavy. If we can get another deep breathing on here, this get dicey. Needles to bouncing fish. Not going to kill just yet. Down to the final minute on the clock. Big Mac really trying to find a way to make sure that he doesn't throw this out. This is game to lose. Great spacing avoiding that F tilt, but still not enough to kill.
Yeah, that back air, it's pretty solid, but it's not going to be. Whoa! Almost got the rebound with the putback on that one, but no dunk to close that one out the forward air. Obviously not going to be enough from Sheik.
Big Mac cannot find it. Wow, but he goes deep for a drop zone back air. Finally, after all his hard work, is able to take that game from Noodle down to the final minute. Excellent plays from Big Mac. Excellent job at not getting discouraged from all the moves that did not kill, and fantastic command of the neutral for that whole last 2 minutes.
Yep. Man, this is going to be a long set.
It is going to be a long set.
Even if it's a 3-0, it's going to be a long set.
And it's not a long set because like they're not interacting.
It's
Big Mac
just a
is
slower
trying
game.
so hard to kill. That was a sick down air, or back air though. That was a really good play.
Well, I think we're going to lock in with the same characters. Yep, no changes at all. We're going to see if Noodle can find a way to battle this one back to at least a game. But right now, man, Big Mac's sitting pretty. Final destination. And I kind of get it, but at the same time, I feel like Big Mac only used the platforms once, and that was just for an up smash confirm. Like, other than that, I don't feel like he's been dancing around it, extending combos off it too much. So I'm interested to see what Noodle's thought process is on this.
Yeah, I am too, because as you just saw with that fair all the way to the left side of the stage, Sheik is very comfortable on FD.
Yeah. Man, Wii Fit Trainer's grab. Oh, it's so funny, man. It's so funny when you watch a character with just a god-awful grab. They're right in your face and they whip. And there's just something so hilarious.
Yeah, it feels bad. I see it happen with Diddy. It actually is like Rob's, one of his very few flaws in his grab range is like poo-poo. But it's really funny to see him whip like in the shield. You're like, all right, well, try it again.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough spot here, too. He's also just kind of getting off the ledge, finding your way back on the stage. And it's crazy because, like, Noodles, for all intents and purposes, should be like, all right, you want to leave me on the ledge, I'm comfy here. But we've already seen that threat with the side B from Sheik. Like, you cannot just stay there.
Yeah, and honestly, Noodle's doing a really good job of mixing up his options, but Big Mac has snuffed everything out. That superior Sheik frame rate are definitely being a big factor. Those retreating nairs, those forward airs, make it so hard for him to commit to something. But he finally finds an up B of all things, getting a relatively early stock for Sheik.
Yeah,
and Noodle is even more on notice about being at the ledge.
Yeah, that was actually kind of crazy. That was a great mix-up there, too. We did see a vanish kill in game 1. I think it was like the first stock. I know it feels like a millennia ago because we almost had a timeout.
It was very long.
But either way, like, it's definitely something that Noodle's going to have to take, you know, some sort of note about. Like, I don't usually see vanish as a problem, but it's a problem all of a sudden, and then you got to think about it. I don't know why.
It's definitely something that is never in the forefront of my mind when I fight Sheik, but that was huge.
All right. Nope. Wow, that was a crazy back air. Like, barely clipped, and then getting an additional up or forward tilt out of that was kind of nutty.
Ooh. Oh, man. I think Noodle was trying to expect Big Mac to, like, maybe spot dodge right there, but I'm sure he had an easier punish other than, like, charging that forward smash. I have seen Soccer Ball betray Wii Fit the entire weekend.
Yeah.
All weekend. Oh, no. Had to recover at kind of a weird angle, not able to make it back. Big Mac up 2 stocks. Noodle really struggling to get the momentum he had in that first game here.
Yeah. And I don't know, there's just something wrong with Noodle after that game 1, too. Like, I feel like after the first couple stocks in game 1, he's just not, like...
Okay.
I think Noodle is just like, he's just not biting on trying to go for some of these big power hits as much. Like, obviously we saw that forward smash attempt, but outside that, like, he's just not really trying to, like, hit him with something, you know?
Yeah, he's trying to play this, like, slower paced projectile game, but, like, Big Mac is, for the most part, just maneuvering around him really well. Sometimes even use him against Noodle. Meanwhile, he's still getting big combos, and offstage pressure is looking crazy. And once again, another Vanish kill in that second game, and with way less time gone. Big Mac definitely figured a lot out.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of scary when you see a player who beats you adapts. Like, that is the worst feeling. You're like, okay, they got me. I'm an adapt, and then I'm gonna get the game. And then the other player's like, no, I adapted too.
He literally already beat him. He just ran in. And another thing, actually, you've been doing XYZ, and I'm fed up.
Exactly. But here we go. Getting into potentially the final game here. A quicker game too, by the way.
Yeah, much faster game too. Noodle really got to find a way to like kind of get in and scrap with Sheik. I know it's suboptimal on paper just because the frame data is so crazy, but he's got to find maybe some ways to get some anti-airs going, I think. Maybe a little bit more F-tilt like we just saw right there, because she's landing with these fairs and nairs pretty much for free every time.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if Noodle has another character. Like, obviously if you lose here, it doesn't matter, but I just feel like Wii Fit Trainer is just not the play here anymore, because like we've already kind of like established it, but like Sheik kind of eats these characters up. Never mind, don't play the other characters.
Yeah. Oh, were you looking at the stats?
Yeah, Donkey Kong and King DDD.
Show me some numbers. How bad?
Actually, you know what? I feel like Donkey Kong wouldn't be too bad. You're so like, I feel like at that point it's just, okay, I'm a big body. They're going to get their 60, 70%. Then I get to play the game. But I feel like DK would get so much mileage out of a light character like Sheik.
Ooh. And Needle's the bouncing fish. The main thing I was afraid of for Noodle this entire match, finally coming to fruition in that third game, catching that awkward hula hoop recovery and giving him another relatively early stock. He's killing way sooner than he was in game one.
Yep, Sheik mains only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It's actually disgusting, though. Bouncing fish is so disgusting.
So cool every time it lands.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a sick move. Like, it just looks dope, but it's so disgusting. And the thing, it's like the one thing they have that's like an actual like consistent confirmed.
Ooh, even right there, that far to left blast zone, if Big Mac can find another one, or even a side down air spike, could have had an even bigger lead. But either way, still playing fantastic. Looking relatively unfazed against Noodle. You didn't even see him start playing differently with the deep breathing. He's just in so much control right now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like I felt like we saw that down air attempt right in game 2. I felt like he had a better situation there just not too long ago that he really could have ripped it and just didn't. So I'm a little upset with Big Mac right now.
All right, we got the soft bear. Not going to find the bouncing fish just yet. All right, Noodle finally making his way back to the stage despite all of Big Mac's crazy ledge traps, but it's just getting reset over and over again, and these projectiles are just not saving the day like he wants.
Yeah.
We're even starting to see Big Mac just straight up parry him now.
Yeah, definitely a little bit dangerous here right now. I mean, Noodle just continues to kind of just take this poking damage, and it's crazy because, like, they're normally the one doing that, but you forget that Sheik has, like, needles and just that great frame data to kind of keep you away as well if they really wanted to. Ooh, tries to go for the board smash attempt. They were definitely trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, he's definitely done a good job of making sure Noodle doesn't have too much rage. That would have been a super optimal punish if he found the read. Was a little off the mark, but you see Big Noodle is almost completely committed to trying to find like a lower percent neutral air to start a combo here, but Big Mac has avoided all of them so far, just dashing backwards, getting big punishes, and that's exactly what we just saw with that down tilt to that double jump up air.
Yeah, man. It's definitely looking a little bit rough here for Noodle. I mean, they've had a fantastic run so far. But, like, yeah, Big Mac just kind of, ooh, wait. Wait, we might have a game here. Well, we have a game for sure, but we might have a set. Oh.
Right.
Nah, never mind.
Now we're back to what we've been seeing for such a long time. But we're seeing more of these back airs connect, and that's massive. That move is crazy strong. The hitbox is generous. And Sheik is very light. So one or two more of those, and that can spell disaster for Big Mac in the third game.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's like, I don't think Wii Fit Trainer's a bad boxer at all. No way!
Oh my God! I cannot believe we just saw that kill. A raw up smash at only like 60%, but
yeah, it was deep breathing up.
Deep breathing.
That's a different move. That's okay. Look, there's Wii Fit Trainer up smash, and then there's deep breathing up smash. Those are two entirely different moves.
Yeah, completely.
Like, they're not the same.
66%, no chance of recovery. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Noodle staying alive. Noodle showing us signs of life, stealing that game straight out of Big Mac's hands.
And as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, by the jump scare Wii Fit up smash with deep breathing. Wii Fit Trainer is actually not a bad boxing character. Like, they've got some goofy hitboxes. They're not the best, right? And it's I'm not going to say that they can, you know, handle boxing with Sheik, but I feel like you might need to rely on that a little bit more here. And I feel like that's what Noodle's doing a little bit differently. Is like, they're like, okay, you know what? Obviously, playing the far game isn't the best thing here. I'm going to throw out my projectiles, but I need to know that I'm not afraid to press these buttons against you and get some of these hits in.
All right, Big Mac doing a really good job of sharking from below with these up airs. Noodle once again getting red, getting off the stage. It looks so tough. This is a really hard situation. It's not even that like Noodle's making mistakes. It's just Sheik's movement is so good. She can just react so quickly to whatever option you do choose.
All right, there we go. Great grab though. Tomahawk out of that. Air dot's gonna keep him alive.
Oh, now we're starting to see bigger punishes on the side B. Coming in with that approaching neutral air. That's really important. Noodle's been hanging out in the mid-range trying to get those projectiles going, but now he's kind of got to keep that on notice. Oh, and that could have been a back air if he found it, but a surprise forward air of all things is actually going to give Noodle the first stock.
You know, it's crazy. I thought this was really just going to be the Big Mac show, but we are in a situation here where it seems like Noodle has figured something out, and that is I get deep breathing, and I start hitting you really, really hard.
Yeah.
So
he's like, you know what? Oh, another roll read up smash from Big Mac. That platform is just such a no-no zone against Sheik. You said Sheik's only want one thing. I think that might actually be the one thing.
It is definitely one of the things, that is for sure. That's the thing. It's like, maybe, again, that's what he was worried about. That's why he went to FD last time. But still, like, I don't think that's a huge factor. Like, if you get knocked onto the platform, roll away, right? Just roll away. If the Sheik comes and gets you and then lands it, that's fine. But if you roll in, I don't feel bad. Like, I don't feel bad at all.
Despite that crazy kill, Noodle's still doing really well. We're starting to see him get a little bit more edge guarding against Big Mac. We haven't seen a ton of that before. Great patience with the turnaround forward tilt. It's actually like a classic Wii Fit Trainer trap. It's very hard to determine where he's going to be with those weird hitboxes. But he's off to a really good start in game 4.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, Noodle's turning it up. And this is something that I absolutely love to see from some players, right? They go down 2-0 and like a pretty handy 2-0. And then there's like, all right, game 3. All right, I'll find a way to clutch this one out. And then game 4, all of a sudden, they're just like, all right, look, I'm a different player here. I know what I want to do. Like, I spent the first 3 games gathering data, and now it's time to really show you what I'm about.
Yeah, and of course, he's had deep breathing on deck pretty consistently throughout this last stock. There it is once again, Big Mac at 103. We just saw him die way sooner than that. And forward tilt's gonna do it. That is starting to get rough. Noodle taking 2 games back-to-back. Are we on the cusp of a reverse 3-0? Who knows?
We might. We might, honestly. And the thing is, that's crazy, too, is like, we all know about Wii Fit Trainer, right? Obviously, I think the most infamous example is John Numbers. Shout out John Numbers, by the way. Super cool guy. But this character, obviously, planking extraordinaire, can be very lame. But people forget that when deep breathing is out there, this character turns into a better Bowser.
Honestly, yes.
Like, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, every time I see Wii Fit, I'm always, the first person I'm thinking about is John Numbers. For some reason, in the Smash 4 days, since we would just say, let's go John Numbers at random matches. Wii Fit would be nowhere near the building. It just kind of became an ongoing meme. Show me some numbers.
Show me some numbers. I mean, right now, Noodle's showing us some numbers, and that's a potential reverse 3-0 if they keep playing the way that they're playing.
Yeah, nice 63% from that falling neutral air, too. Big Mac was doing such a good job of avoiding it, but he's starting to finally lose those air-to-air exchanges, and that's exactly what Noodle's been waiting on this entire set.
Yep. All right. Well, let's see what's going on here right now. Big Mac is showing a lot more respect. Because I feel like after that first game, we saw that game 2, right? That was pretty handy. And he was like, all right, you know, I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. But, like, Noodle, again, getting these next 2 games, you see Big Mac's playing a bit more reserved all of a sudden. And I think that is the right play.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. He was perfectly fine just, like, running all over him because he was sneaking in all those forward airs, and, like, Noodle couldn't really get his composure. But Noodle's figured a lot out. Yep. And that was a really important shield right there. That Sun Salutation could have been devastating.
Because, like, the big thing here is, like, we obviously saw, like, okay, Wii Fit Trainer's going to be the camper, Sheik's going to be the rushdown. And I feel like the roles have somewhat reversed.
They've fully switched.
It's not even the same thing anymore. Like, Sheik's still trying to do her stuff, but we do see Big Mac taking a more passive approach to a lot of these situations.
I like that you're seeing Noodle trying to find these reverse hits with the soccer ball, too. He was in position to find a back air twice there. Just didn't pull the trigger on it, but finally takes that stock with the forward air. Only at 87%. That is really good, especially against a character like Sheik that kind of racks up damage, but doesn't like get a ton of big strings once you get after that like 80, 90-ish area.
I mean, this is actually really funny is when I was first, like everybody was obviously like really starting to get into Ultimate, right? I had a friend back in North Dakota who was playing Wii Fit Trainer, and it's really funny because they were like, oh yeah, I've been in the Discord. There's just a channel dedicated to only how the soccer ball moves depending on what hit lands on it. Like, so it's just like, how can you control this much space at the most space possible while just using a soccer ball?
Honestly, I'm not surprised. It's definitely one of the most versatile projectiles in the game.
Yeah.
It's very weird. There's a lot of options. Whoa! Big Mac was in a lot of danger on that side platform. If a Sun Salutation had been charged, that could have been it since he had the tech roll on it. But going to be here to fight for another day on this stock. And we're seeing some nice combos in response to great air dodge read, forward air into the bouncing fish. Got Noodle on a lot of notice here, really firing back in this game 5.
See, I know when people like to see Bayonetta, they always like to mention Smash 4, but nobody ever mentions Sheik forward air, Sheik forward air, Sheik forward air, Sheik forward air being Smash 4. And that was a very long part of the meta.
Yeah, that's true. That was a solid at least 2 years of that game.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Oh, I'm just going to carry you back and forth, and then eventually I'll close out the stock.
Oh, wow. Needle's catching the header as soon as the ball comes out. That's actually really important for Big Mac. This is an extremely even game. 5% separating these players on the final game of this. This is fantastic smash. If you want to see really good neutral from either Wii Fit Trainer or Sheik, this is definitely the match for you.
Yeah. All right. Oop.
Not getting the drag down. Almost getting tagged by that forward smash. Great DI from Noodle, though.
Yeah. Going
really far to the left. I think if he DI'd that wrong, he might actually die pretty early.
All right, there we go.
I like that you're starting to see Big Mac crouch a lot more, too.
Yes.
Making it even tougher for these headers to be a factor.
As he gets hit by one. But, yeah. But no, she does do a very good job of low profiling here. Like when she crouches, she just gets as low as Greninja sometimes.
And a little bit of leapfrog. Both players trying to find their back air out of shield. Noodles, of course, connects, and Noodles is way more threatening. Now he's one stock away from making it further in this winner's bracket, but Big Mac is not going to go down easy. I like the side B. Great forward air after the stall from the side B. And now we have, once again, last stock, last hit.
You know, I'm going to be honest. When I saw this set come up, I was dreading it. That game 1, it got down to like under a minute. I was dreading it. This has been a very exciting game 5 so far. This has been a very good set.
Oh, that could have been massive for Big Mac. It still could be. Everybody in the crowd starting to make some noise. That platform is so scary on Town and City.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know his name is Noodle, but there was a lot of spaghetti by both players in that situation.
Oh, he probably hates that you just said that.
Hey, you know what? You don't like it, change your tag. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fair.
Ooh.
Very important bait, putting that deep breathing away. Recognizing that Big Mac was fiending for a punish here. Falling down with the neutral air, almost getting it to shield poke. Big Mac's shield is really, really low. He has to be extremely, extremely careful because the shield break will definitely cost the game.
Okay, that was definitely a little bit terrifying there. If I was Big Mac, I would have been the guy to throw away the set by attempting a down air spike.
I thought about it. I really thought about it too. I thought he was going to do it.
Like, you know, if this lands, I'm sick. If it doesn't land, I just look like an idiot. But for me, I mean, that's both ways. I'm sick and I'm an idiot, so.
Right.
Ooh.
Not enough yet. A lot of pressure. No time to breathe, literally and metaphorically. What can Noodle possibly do? Finds one header to get his way back to the stage. A back throw is going to give him enough time to set up deep breathing or the edge guard. This is so scary. Neither player can make a mistake at this point.
Dude, this is terrifying, man. 149 right now. 114. Big Mac got stage control. No deep breathing on the board, though.
I like that single hit Needle to make sure Noodle can't get comfortable here. Really smart from Big Mac, forcing him off stage.
Oh, my God.
Going super deep, trying to find that forward air.
Oh.
And the header saving him, narrowly avoiding that Sheik back air that easily could have been the L.
Dude, that forward tilt, the reverse hit could have been crazy. The back air.
He's still here.
That's not going to be enough. Oh, my God. That bouncing fish, though, closes it out. And we got a respectful, humble pop-off here, man. What an incredible set. Down to the wire. Exactly what we like to see.
God, what incredible play from both players. I sure hope we have some replays saved up because that was a crazy kill, finding that bouncing fish all the way in the deepest part of that blast zone. That was so sick. Incredible conditioning coming from Big Mac there.
Yeah, what a final stock here, man. Look at this. And just really going for it right there.
That's
so insane.
So few characters could have punished that. That was just phenomenal play. Super exciting stuff. Congratulations to